Imagine a world where foreign murderers, rapists, drug dealers and paedophiles are protected, not punished. That is not a dystopian nightmare, that is Britain under the ECHR. The British people are under siege, not by an invading army, not by foreign tanks rolling through our streets, but by their own government, by their own courts, by a system that values the so-called human rights of criminals and illegal immigrants over the safety, dignity and sovereignty of this nation. We have been told that Britain is a safe haven, a land of opportunity and a beacon of fairness. But what does that mean in practice? It means that if you're a crack cocaine dealer claiming to suffer from demonic forces, the British courts will protect you. It means that if you're a Pakistani paedophile convicted of trying to groom 3 barely pubescent girls for sex, the courts will shield you from deportation, because despite being banned from seeing your own children, it would allegedly harm them if you were sent home. And it gets worse. A criminal from Albania was allowed to stay in Britain. Why? Because his son doesn't like the type of chicken nuggets available in Albania. Yeah, you heard that correctly. A British judge ruled that it would be unduly harsh to expect a 10-year-old to move to Albania because of his food preferences. This is now a valid reason to override British law. That is now the state of justice in this country. Another story. An illegal immigrant who brutally stabbed his own wife to death has won the right to remain in Britain. Why? Because if he was sent back to Turkey, his in-laws might be angry with him. Why are the courts so keen to put a foreign criminal above the safety of the British people? And the story repeats itself again and again and again. A migrant couple from El Salvador who do not work, who do not even speak English, are now here at the taxpayer's expense, because a judge decided that their right to remain together in Britain was more important than immigration control, more important than the British taxpayer, more important than the British worker who breaks his back every day to support a system that gives him nothing in return. Every one of these cases is an insult to the British people. Every single ruling is a betrayal of justice, because what is the common denominator here? The ECHR. The foreign court that dictates our laws, that forces our judges to bow before its rulings, that has turned British justice into a laughingstock. The so-called right to family life has overridden our borders, our laws and our sovereignty. It has allowed murderers, rapists, paedophiles and drug dealers to stay in Britain simply because of some loophole, some ridiculous technicality, some absurd claim of undue hardship is not enough to stop deportation. British people did not vote for this. They were never asked. No one asked you if you wanted your taxes to fund a crack dealer's human rights case. No one asked you if you wanted a child predator from Pakistan to live freely among you. No one asked you if you believed that chicken nuggets were a valid excuse to defy British law. And yet here we are, trapped in a system where British citizens are second-class citizens in their own country, where the rights of criminals matter more than the rights of the people they harm, where justice is no longer blind, it is deliberately skewed against you. That is the state of modern Britain. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. If you like what I do, please consider becoming a paid subscriber to support me and the content that I produce. I also post on Substack, including essays and articles. Recently I wrote one on Boudica and the betrayal of Britain's daughters. Very interesting stuff. If you want to support that, that would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.